So today we're going to be doing English metric conversions. So English measurements are the measurements we typically use around our house. Things like cups, pints, gallons, pounds, ounces, miles, things like that. And then metric conversions are the ones we use in science, like grams, meters, liters, things like that. Well, the problem is that we need to be able to take our English measurements and put them into metric measurements. And so to do that, we have to use conversion factors. We're going to be using a lot of the conversion factors that you've already written down on your conversion card here in this section of the conversion factors sheet in your Google Classroom. So what I want to do is the best way to do this is just kind of to jump right in. We're going to work 2 or 3 problems, and then I'm going to turn you loose and let you work some on your own. And you'll have some that you have to turn in for a worksheet, and then on a worksheet. And then if you have questions, we'll probably do a little tutorial session where we can go over this information a little closer. And I'm going to have some links to hopefully some other videos that you can watch as well. This is not difficult. It's very similar to what we were doing on our last lecture with metric to metric using factor label, but now we're using a little bit different equivalencies. You will definitely need your calculator today, okay? So if you need to pause and go grab that, go do that. Okay, so let's just say that Mr. Fortenberry and I decide to take a trip, and our trip was 5,286 miles. Okay, and somebody says, well, that's great, but I want to know how many feet did you travel? Okay, so this is actually an English to English conversion because miles and feet are what we use in the English measurement system. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using a conversion factor right here on my sheet. 1 mile is equal to 5,280 feet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I start with my given, just like I did before, and I say 5,286 miles. And then I'm going to add in my conversion factor so that I get rid of miles and get feet. So I need to put mile on bottom. So 1 mile is going to go on the bottom, and 5,280 feet are going to go on top. So now I can cancel out mile, and then I'm just going to run it through my calculator. I'm going to say 5,286 times 5,280 feet. And when I do that, I get 279,100,080. So 27,910,080 feet are what we traveled. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's say that my mom tells me that we have 6 quarts of milk in our refrigerator, and I need to know how many gallons that is. So gallons is G-A-L. So I would start with my given, which is 6 quarts, and then I would use my conversion factor. And right here, you're going to see 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. So I'm going to put my quarts on the bottom and my gallon on top. Quarts will cancel out, and then I'm going to run it through my calculator. So to do that, I say 6 times 1 equals, divided by 4 equals, and I see that I have 1.5 gallons of milk. And so that would be my answer. Okay, so let's see. Let's say that I have someone who has run 7.43 kilometers, and they want to know how many feet that would be. Okay, so I go look on my conversion chart. I'm going to take a minute and look at my card, and I don't see anywhere that I have a kilometer foot conversion factor. I do, however, see where I have a kilometer mile, and then I have a mile foot. So what happens here is I have to do 2 conversion factors in order to answer the question. So I start with my given, 7.43 kilometers. And then I'm going to take my kilometers and convert them to miles. So that's 1.61 kilometers and 1 mile. And then I'm going to do my conversion factor right here. 1 mile is 5,280 feet. So all of this will cancel out. And when I put it in my calculator, I'm going to say 7.43 times 1 equals times 5,280 equals divided by 1.61 equals divided by 1 equals. And so my answer is 243,667, I'm sorry, 0.71 feet. And that would be my answer. Okay, that's the best one. All right, so you've got several of these to work out. These problems can go on. They can have more than 2, more than 4 even conversion factors. I tell students that I've always liked working English to metric or English to English because it's kind of like putting together a puzzle. And just remember, you're trying to cancel everything out and get what you're looking for at the top. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email or a message, and I will be glad to help you out. Talk to you later.